Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
This looks like trouble.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you. I was to report on your comings and... But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand each other. I'll be on my...
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether 'twas the right choice. I know not what to say.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
This really is fun. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use. Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
Dead on my feet. I've much to do yet.
I'll gladly stay a while.
To do.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing...
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
We must rest. Though the sun...
To this world I return, ready to put...
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Go find a tavern Everyone's busy with their own affairs. I'm in fine, Captain.
All this quiet makes me come
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Let's take it easy today. Fine. You're acting up.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Hail, friend! Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a... Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see.
Welcome. Well met.
A tad rowdy, but I can't complain.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
was it I had to do?
It gladdens the heart to see so many smiles about.
Well met, sir.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will wild.
What is life without a little spice? Seems I'm not the only one
I'm in
who's too
fine
busy to
fettle
rest.
today.
Nattering all day is tiring work. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
I quite agree. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Well met, sir. Fancy a candle? Fine wares all day.
What else needs you?
Let's take it easy today.
Welcome.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
I feel eyes on my back, watching me.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull.
Stay out of everybody's way.
If 'twere up to me,
Ready for the morrow.
Well met, sir.
This might contain useful information. Let's have a look then.
It's quiet about. Now, let's proceed.
Such quietude. Let's up its door. Done by
No pay, and not a moment's rest. Be a slave.
now, how best to proceed?
Market I go.
Could have sworn I had.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Not much going on.
There's comfort in humdrum daily.
To keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of... If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation. I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will... You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
Always a fresh breeze blowing around here.
My arms strong and my mind sharp.
Now, how best to proceed? Would that all my days were so tranquil. Now, how best to proceed? A fine place. Those new recruits barely lift their swords.
What am I to do? I'm lost without those garments.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
I shall have Albert himself verify your accusation. You may visit us again in a few days' time.
Now, how best
What
to
am I
proceed?
to do? I'm lost without those garments.
Nice place, this. Right in there, put those in my pocket.
Can't work
French
it
taste
makes
comes from
joy.
craft here.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Time to head to market, methinks.
We must rest.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off? Feeling rested, I trust?
Greetings, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind. Kendrick the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of but mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I my thanks? Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here. This should suffice to help you blend. Take care, Your Majesty. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a cue for some time now. It seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it. For I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and...
Peruse at your leisure.
Off to market I go.
Now, how best to proceed? Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
We shall remain here.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
Place for everyone.
Fine place. Castle stresses.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in the right state when I saw the door unguarded.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to Minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor. You should have heard the charge an ally gave me. He was so furious, you'd think I'd killed someone.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request...
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's...
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of...
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
All seems well here, but you can...
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there?
Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though, we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait.
Tis our duty to see this peace. It would that all my days were so true. Oh, got to keep moving.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Stay out of that.
Only care I have is how to spend the day. Sweeping me off my feet.
The rules at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which vermin has no... Let me see. It reads, "True to our pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, though 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this God's Way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Welcome.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Welcome. Well met.
Now, where was I headed?
Well met, sir.
Time to be heading home.
Always another errand to see to. Where will the wind blow me today?
Well met, sir.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Shall we get some rest then? I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I wish I could go on an adventure.
Suppose I ought to earn my...
All this walking's made my legs ache of fright.
I need to replenish my stock.
Mayhap on those as well. See what's selling.
You stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. Now we see. If this is fate.
Ought to have known I'd never amount to anything.
What's the matter with this?
Wolves, faster! It fears fire's fury. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
How could I have chosen? Grab triumph by the horns today.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light. It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future. It is a magnificent bridge. It must be very old. I wonder when it was built.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the
Now that is a surprise. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Splendid. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. I would gladly do so. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
We've got goblins!
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times as an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Oi, you there! If it's a fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid. Scatter the goblin!
Let my magics grant you an elemental wound.
A load of that!
Our task is complete.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. It was a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
If 'tis as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now. As a result, we move as one. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms.
Good.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Could be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Right you are.
Come on! We are to retreat then?
Let us defer to the arena.
Right you are.
Look here. This path seems rather promising.
Stay with me. Risen. Wait right there.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Where the fighter? Their ilk are deadly at close range.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Come on, have at it.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Not like this.
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now? I'll gather this. It might be of use. We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we? As a result, we move as one. This foe has an alarm. Don't! Do try not to catch cold. We are hard pressed. We were unprepared for this trouble. That was hard won. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor.
Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die. Of course. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment. Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs. A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. One can see far to the distance from here.
Should be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Right you are.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? Sonic! Debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight.
I'll go and open the chest.
You're not one of ours. Have you come? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my... Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance?
You went in there to say I underestimated you, friend. I shall say you've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this.